Does media respect animation? Just think about that right now and make a quick answer in your head, as this question has no real answer. And this entire video is going to be subjective, and today we're going to fence ride on whether animation truly does get respect in the media industry, or it doesn't. Film reviews have been around as long as films themselves, and in the modern day there are many different sites that you can use. The site I have decided to take a deep dive into is Rotten Tomatoes, which has a unique feature of rating not being out of a simple out of 5 or out of 10 as most sites do, rather you just say whether you liked the film or not, so basically just a thumbs up or thumbs down. And the best example for this that I could find was the film Justice League War, which garnered an audience score of 79%, which is an excellent score for an excellent film. Not to interrupt this, but I have seen the film. It's really good and I would recommend. However, the critics would say otherwise with it getting a critic score of 57%, which leaves a big difference of 22%. Now there could be loads of different reasons for this. Maybe just the reviewers didn't like it. Maybe it's because of DC's reputation in the film industry. Maybe the people who watched it just aren't fond of animation. Maybe the people just coincidentally just didn't find it enjoyable. There are many different reasons, but this film did get lots of reviews from audience and from critics, and to see such a big divide from the critics and the audience is something that should be questioned. Another example of this is the movie Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown, which is a 70s film, so this goes all the way back, with the audience score being a whopping 81%, which is an incredible score, okay? The critics gave it a 50%, a 31% difference from critics and audience. Now I haven't seen this film for myself, so I'm not sure if it's my place to say whether it's good or not, but surely the audience score itself would show that it's at least enjoyable. Now whether these people are persuaded by nostalgia, as this film was from the 70s, and a lot of the audience will have very clear nostalgia for it, so it's definitely being looked through rose-tinted glass. But as good as those examples were, it is my biggest example of the media industry not having respect for animation. The biggest award show, the Oscars, basically made a hate piece on it. On the 28th of March 2022, the Oscars happened for the 2022 award show. This award show is commonly known for its infamous Will Smith Chris Rock smack, but there was another drama that came from this award show, with them brushing animation to the side, and then when they finally give out the animation award for Best Picture, 3 Disney princesses come out and give the worst introduction you possibly could give to animation fans.
Thank you. All these characters hold such a special place in our hearts because animated films make up some of our most formative movie experiences as kids.
So many kids watch these movies over and over
And over and over and over and over and over.
I see some parents out there know exactly what we're talking about.
Like seriously, I think the intro to The Boy in Striped Pajamas went down better than that intro. Now why might animation get this connotation of being for kids in media? A lot of people see animation as just a media form for kids, with adult reviewers seeing animation and cartoons as for kids as a type of entertainment, which isn't a completely invalid argument, as cartoons a lot of the time are marketed toward kids and or families, with it having bright colours, easy to understand storylines, and avoidance of serious subjects. And this doesn't go for all cartoons, but the majority of cartoons fall under that. Another reason cartoons are an almost perfect form of media for growing minds is that it can help bond parents with their children, develop the child's imagination and mind, teach them important life lessons, develop their problem solving skills, develop their critical thinking, and giving them a general break from reality itself, as even as a child, life is hard. Now, how could the animation industry gather more respect from the movie reviewers and the general public? I think there are many different ways this could go around, but the one I see working the best would be movie journalists and public figures discussing larger animation projects that discuss mature themes, in-depth plots, and more emotions than just positivity. A good example of this would be the Super Mario movie, with that kind of publicity and creation, but for an adult, mature audience. A downside of that would be the tickets wouldn't sell as much, as a lot of children wouldn't be able to go. As it would be in 18, you'd preferably want cartoons to have a lower age rating so everyone can see it. But that is one possible way I see that going forward.